Hello. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I I wasn't gonna come live this morning, but good morning everyone. Good morning. Thank you for that birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you. Can y'all hear me? Say yes or no. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me good? Okay. Y'all, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk about how somebody feel like they are so worthy to talk to God in the manner that one person did. Did y'all find that pretty crazy? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, hey y'all. That was crazy, right? You know, I was not even gonna go live because of the simple fact that I wanted to enjoy my birthday. But I really wanted to touch base on who talked to God in that type of manner. And even using cuss words the way they do. You know, every time that we say a prayer, we wishing for something. We are really wishing for something, but who talked to God wishing death upon someone when God is life? And that's what he speak on, life. You know, what 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 old girl is going through, yeah, that's very sickening. But it really bothered me with the followers that not calling this kind of stuff out. How can y'all sit up under her, sit up under her while she talked like that? If even listening to it, I felt like it was a curse or something, that was wicked to me, and I just want to know, did anybody else get that feeling? Because I got that feeling like this is the most wicked thing. I think she is the only one that God cares for. I ask myself time and time again, what God do she serve? Because, you know, back in the Bible days, when if you read the Bible, if you wasn't even clean to go in the temple to pray, God struck you dead right then. So how is it that you can really fit your mouth to say the D word, come down and take care of them? You see what I'm going through. You know, even when people are persecuted, we ought to pray for them. Yes, some was agreeing. Yes, they was. They was really agreeing with her. Thank y'all for the birthday wish. I that just threw me, and I wanted to know other people's opinion on that. Tell the truth about it. Educate the ones that don't know that this is not of God. No, it's not of God. That is not of God. Even Job, you know, no matter what Job lost in life, when people turned their heels up against him, he lost everything. His family, his stock, even the flesh off of his bone. Job still did not sit there and cuss and ask God to take care of God, take care of these people who speaking wicked. God say, pray for them, Father, for they know not of what they say or do. That just threw me, for her to be coming out her mouth like that and people thinking that it was okay. And I think it was more of the people who sit there and agreeing with it that threw me more than anything. Thank y'all for the birthday wish. I'm sorry, blessed, happy birthday, enjoy the day in the new year to grant. Yes, and about that birthday, y'all. Let me tell y'all why this birthday is so special to me. I work because I'm disabled. I have heart failure. And I work just to have something to do. But December the 23rd, y'all, I died. So, you know, it ain't nothing but a blessing that I'm here to be able to talk to y'all. So this birthday is very special for me. Those are her seed. Yeah. Yeah, but they still God children, and I understand they following her, but surely they know God. You know, these are a lot of older people, and that's scary. You know, we're not talking about no young people. We are talking about older women who sitting there and should know the relationship of God. So that throwing me more than anything that they set up under that umbrella and let her talk the way they did without correcting. And I know that she don't like correction, and that's what's the problem. She ain't been getting corrected all this time. You know, that really a problem. Too, it's gonna be a problem. You know, God forgive me if I'm wrong, but you know, even with her children coming back home and stuff, you know, I was looking at Mother's Day, and you know, the way that she was sitting at that table, and one of her kids came up, and they sit there and they called her name 5 times before she even answered them. I thought that was pretty crazy, because she was such engaged in with the woman about her man. You know, if that would have been me and my children, your work here is not over. Praise God. Yes, I know, Miss Ruby. Thank you. Thank you. You know, she hadn't seen her kids, you know, and that mother role, ain't nowhere in the world I would have been engaging with nobody concerning no man or nothing else on Mother's Day. It's gonna be all about my children. You know, my granddaughter, I raised her. I done had her since she was 1. The thing is, when you try and tell her, she block you. Yeah, I got blocked because, and I don't mind her blocking me. I got blocked because I could not believe it. I was like, oh my God, now I see how Jim Jones got so many followers, you know. And I said that, and I got blocked, you know. But I just wanted to touch bases on the way that she prayed to God. Like, if she done called up a hitman and telling the hitman, go after them. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes. Thank y'all. You know, and I just wanted to know, how did y'all feel about that prayer? You know, because I couldn't even watch it all. That's what she does, get no material or anything. And then they be talking about content and clout. You know, I don't know what they be talking about when they be talking about content, because, you know, I don't see no content that she doing. She always bashing somebody, but then they come on there under your posters and stuff talking about how you bashing somebody. You know, I am so proud of Coco to it's pathetic. You know, Coco have grown so much, you know, and he's a person that really got content. You know, anytime that you can sit up there and tell people stuff that they not familiar with, and people is really engaging and wanting to know more, because a lot of us didn't live. I lived the street life, but a lot of people didn't live the street life. You know, so when you don't live the street life, it is interesting to someone who didn't live it, you know. And in the end, you could say it wasn't nobody but God that brought you through it, you know. So say that, yes. You know, I remember, let me show y'all something. Y'all see that right there? I got my finger bit off. When I tell y'all, when y'all get to know me, I'm gonna really let y'all in on a lot of things. You know, that street life, Lord, it ain't nothing about the grace of God when you come up out of it. And it's like going through the fire and you don't smell like smoke. You know, when you can come up out that street life, and even though that you come out with the little scars and stuff. A happy birthday, Queen. I shout you out on Coco Live this morning. Enjoy your special day. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, so proud of Coco. Yes. Yes, he has. He's like a virtual grandson in my. Yes, yes. And then everybody say that you must like him or you attracted to him. No, it's just that we serve a God of second chances, and we all have been through something that God have gave us a second chance on. So when we have went through that, then it's so easy to embrace somebody else that you know that is trying, so it ain't that we want him or we are attracted to him. It's just that we know that we are all humans and we all make mistakes, and nobody is perfect. They can sit back and they can talk about how he bashed a woman and stuff. I never, as long as I've been following Coco, and that's been since he have walked out them jail doors, I never saw him lash out towards nobody. It's always him defending himself. And when I tell you the growth that man have did, because he like, now y'all can persecute me all y'all want to, I'm not defending myself to y'all, and that right there is really growth. Yes, Coco came a long way. God is going to continue to see him through this. That's right. That's right. That's right. When I tell you that when God painting that road of gold, he is really walking down the road of gold. But my main thing was that prayer, and that's why I came up on here. Yeah, y'all, and then I'm finna do a email, get a new email address, and I'm gonna be needing about 3 or 4 moderators. If you are interested, please let me know. You know, I really have a lot of things that I want to touch bases with, and it would not be the foolishness of old girl too much, because this is getting to be ridiculous. I can't, it's getting to the place you can't even bear to watch her, because, it, the things that she are going through. Okay, thank you. The things that she are going through, you usually see this kind of mess from younger people, but you almost 40 years old. So, you know, we all have went through trials and tribulation, things that should have broke us, things that should have killed us. You know, me losing my mother at 16, I was, and she was my disciplined person. So when I lost her, you talk about a person that felt like they couldn't nobody tell her nothing or nobody could do nothing. That was me. When I tell you I was going in and out of jail every weekend, but by Sunday, when Sunday came, I was back at home being a mother, raising my children like I supposed to, just to go do it all over the week, all over when Friday come, because I felt like they couldn't nobody tell me anything. But when I tell you that God, by the time that God had stepped in and told me enough was enough, with the help of a judge telling me, if you don't straighten yourself out, that I'm going to give you 10 years. All that junk had to go, because wasn't nothing worth my children. But like I said, when I tell you that it ain't nothing by the grace of God that I am even here today to be able to talk to y'all, and when people, even with young people trying to tell young people how to do right by their children, everybody think that you are hating on them or you jealous of them, and it's not. It's just that you are raising children to be out in the world among our children and our grandchildren, to be law-abiding citizens. If everybody read, you actually bring food to the thought, and everything God just want to the word of delivery, because he do the healing. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. But nobody, it ain't nothing except for people wanting you to raise your children to be law-abiding citizens, because your children is going to be among ours. You get what you put into children, and that's real talk. You get out, which it's like an investment. I swear it took a judge to tell me, if you don't get it together. I was saying, that's me. That's me. My father used to play poker with the judge, Judge Epps. And by Sunday, my daddy been on got in touch with him, and I be walking out the door. So really, I never felt repercussion because I felt like that it was so easy for me to go in and come out of jail because of my father. But then when the judge, Judge Epps, and Lord rest his soul, he told my father, he said, Robert, she come before me one more time, I'm sentencing her to 10 years. And right then, when I tell you, all that foolishness had to leave. All that had to go. I had children, and I was not finna, it was so easy going in and out till I thought that it wasn't affecting me until that man. And somewhere, I think that man left that in my file. If she come back, give her 10 years. That man ain't never had to worry about me no more. Never. Yeah. But I was just, like I said, I wasn't going to come out here because me and my husband finna go out on the boat. No, God don't work. God do not work like that. Like I said, we even supposed to pray for the people who persecute us and mistreat us. We don't supposed to wish death when God tell us to live life and live life more abundantly. God himself is life. So how can we even request a thing like that of death? Even among ourselves, asking, and we all done did things and been in a predicament that we be like, Lord, this and that. But I ain't never wished death on myself because I didn't create me, So I felt like that whatever I was going through, that if I didn't create me, then I don't have the choice to take the easy road out to say that, Lord, take me out of this so I don't have to go through it, Nobody said it was going to be easy, but it was going to be all worth it. I can't believe the people was agreeing with her. It's sad. Yes, they really was agreeing with her, and it ain't just people. It's the elderly. It's the elderly that was agreeing, and that was crazy. If it was a bunch of young people, then I would have kicked the dust off my feet towards it. But it's even more scarier because it was elderly. It was elderly people who were speaking this kind of stuff. And them are the people who supposed to be example for us. Yeah, them supposed to be the example for us. Even with the thing of the so-called allegation. Okay, Coco wished it's not, he didn't wish death. If you're gonna make a statement, know how to spell it. He didn't wish death. I'm talking about death, not the DEAF, the DEATH. We talk, okay, so if you're gonna make a comment, make sure you come correctly, at least spell it right, But when Coco wished death on her, I'm not, one thing about me, I'm not finna stand here and defend Coco in no kind of way. That's not my job. Her and Coco were doing this back and forth thing. That's the whole big thing that y'all fail to realize. You have no business. Me either. We have business even speaking up on it so personally or acting like that it's our life. Nobody know what Coco dealing with concerning that mess. Let's not forget, hitmen's and everything was called on that man. And y'all saw this. Y'all saw this, but yet and still, you still want to make up excuses for a grown woman action. Come on now. Yes, spelling is important, especially when you want to come on here and make shots. Because like I said, I'm from the street too, so don't come trying to make shots and ain't spelling something correctly. You know, like I said, nobody know the effect that this thing have took on these people. Coco Lay, and God forgive me for mentioning name, but Coco Lele, C, B, and um, what's her name? Well, y'all know the little circle that this is personal with. You know, everything else is entertainment for us. Y'all don't know the effect that just took on us. You know, our jobs not being called. Our kids is not being threatening in no kind of way. But y'all take this thing like if because somebody taking a punch at her, like they punching y'all. Come on, that ain't how life is. You can support her, but you don't take up for people. That's just like if you know somebody done went and slapped somebody and you sitting there, oh, better not nobody touch her after they slap them. Come on, who do that? Every action deserves a reaction. You know, my children, my children do crazy stuff. I don't even uphold the craziness of my own kids, so I know I ain't finna uphold the craziness of somebody else's mess. I'm not doing that. You know, I feel like that I have did so much in life that I'm still living, I'm still repenting for the things that I did, let alone finna sit here and have to give repenting for somebody else's action. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking on no weight of no grown woman who's sitting out here deliberately going straight into foolishness. You know, I don't even see, even with this little trial that she going through, because that's all it is. It's a trial. Even with this little trial that she is going through, I don't even see no remorse. I see a guilt trip that she trying to throw on everybody to feel sorry. Yes, you can't even keep up with the names of the people she done did wrong. And then made a statement that if you're gonna be her friend, she need to see your bank account. Who do that? What right do you think that you have to look in somebody else's bank account? I'm not showing you my bank account to be around you. You know, I would never, even if if it costs me to show you all my personal to be around you, you are not worth being around. You are not worth being around. I'm not finna be around nobody that I can't walk with my head up and know that me and them got standards about ourselves when somebody see us. I'm not finna walk with you because when they see me walking with a foolish person, they don't know who foolish, me or them. Because we both looking foolish. You know, that's what I don't know, y'all. I just wanted to come up on here for her to steal. I just couldn't understand why would somebody have to show their ID, you know, I mean say their bank account. You know, I just came on here because I was really wanting to test it out, and that prayer thing really got to me and I couldn't understand it. You know, that's right. You are as good as the company you keep. You are right about that. Yes. Oh, I'm not getting my blood pressure up. It's just that I'm not getting my blood pressure up. I don't get my blood pressure up on grown kids who think they know everything. So you know I ain't finna get my blood pressure up on no stranger that I don't know. I let my nay be nay and my yay be yay. You know, and I go on by my business. I don't let nobody raise my blood pressure up. No, she would exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I was just thinking about that prayer, and it was just in my spirit, because here I am. I am so grateful to even see another year. To even in my lowest, I don't talk to my Father God like that. So I just could not understand. You do not have, you are not equally yoked with God that you think you can talk to him any type of way. That's how the devil got thrown out. He wanted the same thing. He wanted to make himself be equal with God, and that ain't even how it is. Even when Satan came and tempted Jesus, he wanted him to even feel like he was equal with him. So, you really need to be mindful of the way that you're talking and who you talking to. These are not somebody that you can throw your little 1.4 million followers to and say go get them. You are talking to God. And then you wonder why things is falling the way that they do. Sometimes it's our deliverance, and you really did that for a show, talking to God for a light. That was crazy to me. That was just really insane, you know. But like I said, I just came on here to say that Coco is doing a good job, and himself is doing, proud of him. Yes, yes, yes. I can't even keep, Coco, I'm proud of him just like I am of my son. Just because you walk through something, and you don't been through something, that don't define who you is. You walking in greatness, and I feel the same way concerning Coco that I do about my own child. That your past do not define who you are. You know, you are everything that God say that you are. And sometimes being in the street, we don't realize, you know, who we are and who we belong to. Coco like kids, and he said it 7 times, even they were smart. Glad you came on, dear God has a plan for you on these YouTube streets. Yes, yes, yes. You know, my circle is very small. I have friends that I had for years, and we telephone friends and stuff. But I have it's four girls of us, and I every time I tried to talk to them concerning this, nobody was interested. So my granddaughter, before she left, she said, well, why don't you make a channel so you can go talk to the same people who watching this with you, because nobody else wanted to hear me. So that's why I made a Facebook page, say a YouTube, because I wanted to join in with the same people who was watching what I was watching, to see was it unreal. Like I said, things will happen, then people go right back, and even with a statement that was made, you have to be careful of people wishing death on you and stuff like that. And I think that was towards Coco, but you don't have to be careful if you sitting up there doing the same thing. I don't wish death on nobody. I hope and pray that everybody, even the people that dislike me, prosper in life. Maybe they'll prosper so much that I'll be a less thought of theirs. They'll go on by their business. They'll have so much more on their mind than to think about me. That's the kind of prayer that I do for the people that dislike me. If I got any that dislike me, I'm sure we all do. But I just wanted to, touch bases with y'all about that prayer. That prayer really, it really took me into prayer. I prayed for her. I prayed the same prayer that Job did. God, forgive her, for she know not what she say or do,